Oke, jadi halo saudaraku semuanya, selamat datang kembali di Indonesia bersama gue Matthew. And today, kali ini kita akan memainkan game Genshiниmpacт lagi ya guys ya. Sekaligus juga di sini kita juga melanjutkan part kemarin dari chapter 2 bagian 3 Sang Maha Hadir di Dunia Fana ya. Kemarin tuh kalau nggak salah kita tuh kemarin udah jalanin quest ini di mana kita bertemu TP yang dimana dia berhasil diangkat menjadi ketua divisi komandan lah pokoknya lah. Dia diangkat jadi ketua divisi lah pokoknya. Gue lupa namanya apa. But after that dia abis itu makin lama makin capek dan makin lama dia makin ketuaan. Dan ternyata setelah ditelusuri semakin lama dia semakin tua itu karena dia menggunakan delusion. Dan siapa yang memberikan delusion itu kepada para pemberontak ini? Well, gak usah kita berbahas lagi ya. Ya udah pasti itu adalah Fatui. Ya, kayaknya menurut gua Fatui ini kontak adalah delusion. Kematian TP yang adalah rekan seperjuangan membuatmu sulit menahan amarahmu terhadap Fatui. Well, emang di sini kita bisa lihat Fatui itu emang udah brengsek banget lah ya guys ya. Dan oke, ini kita sudah lanjut ke part 2-nya ya guys ya, dimana kita akan mau masuk ke bukan markas sih, lebih tepatnya pembuatan delusion ya guys ya. Jadi nanti kita akan libas habis ya si Fatui brengsek ini ya. Oke, jadi kita akan langsung saja lah ya ke gameplaynya. Dan oke, di sini gue udah di lokasinya nih, gue udah di lokasinya di sini dan sudah ditentukan ya guys ya TKP-nya ya. Oke, ini dia guys. Emang ini Fatui ini emang rekele ini ya, kurang hajar emang. Dan pertanyaan di mana sekarang? Oh, ini dia. Nah, kamu kurang hajar kamu ya. Rekomendasi elemen. Party tidak memiliki elemen pyro, hydro, dan cryo. Gimana nih guys ya? Kayaknya untuk Jin gue akan pengganti si ini deh.
As per our contract.
Ya oke. Udah pas ya berarti ya. Pyro, hydro, udahlah, udah amat. Udah yang penting ada elektro ini kan. Selama ada elektro dan cryo sih no problem ya. Oke, kita akan tuntas habis ya guys ya. Para Fatui brekel ini. Nah, udah kebuka nih. Cari orang yang menjalankan pabrik ini. Oke. Nah, ois, apaan tuh? Oh. Ini dia. Hei kamu. Para
Torn to oblivion.
Oh. Gua ngamuk aja lu. Langsung. Sini lu.
Order guide you.
Oke.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Mamam tuh.
Illusion shattered.
Gila, raidenshogun tuh ultinya sakit guys pas yang dia keluarin pedang dada gitu kan. Dihabis langsung. Mana?
You need to hurry up. This was well done. Quake. This is
order. Oke. Dah, kelar. Tutup. Oke, sekarang kita ke sini ya guys ya. Sesuai yang diarahkan. We're gonna go. Bisa diambil nggak nih? Nggak bisa. Kristal merah loh itu padahal lumayan. Oke. Berapa lagi di sini?
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before?
We already seen
Wait a second.
paimon.
Are they getting this from Rito? So the
Maybe.
Kanju Commission are...
To oblivion. There is no escape. Over here.
Oke. Waifuku sudah mau jiun.
Illusion shattered.
Berani-beraninya kamu ya.
This is long overdue.
Mati kau. Oke, kita hajar lem.
Order guide you.
Order guide you. Oke.
Useless. There is no escape. No touching.
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Kali ini yang belum dihajar nih. Wah,
Gather.
gimana caranya dia bisa di situ? Oke, tolong.
Lament.
Lament.
Here. Worthless. Here.
The citizens shine no longer.
Hah? What's going on? Hey! Karakterku ngebug! Hey! Aduh! Gimana nih? Aduh, kadang-kadang ya memang ya. Saya mesti ulang deh jadinya. Oh ya, sekalian juga nih gua atur dulu deh partinya deh. Pengaturan party. Atur cepat. Oke. Nah, cakep. Nah. Biasanya Ganyu itu nomor 2. Oke. Pas lah ya. Oke. Let's go lah, my friend. Ngebug dong. Weh. Nah, sini loh. Para.
I'll put you on. Solidify.
Next, shine down.
Can't run. Well.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
I see through you. You can't run.
Ini Raiden, gue udah sakit nih.
Transcend all constraints.
Looks like I went too far under attack. I will have order.
Will have order. Oke. Oke, cakep. Siap. Sini dulu ya guys ya. Apa yang kita ambil itu adalah delusion ya guys ya. Oke, di sini.
So, is this what delusions are made from?
Yap.
So much crystal marrow.
Oke.
Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito?
Oke.
So the Kanji Commission are...
Oh, jadi Kanjo Commission itu ada connection juga ya sama
This
Patroli ya.
is order.
Kanjo Commission itu yang grupnya si kujousara kan ya? Ya nggak guys? Gue nggak tahu juga soalnya.
For Rex Lapis. There is no escape. Transcend all constraints.
Ini raidenshogun ini ya guys ya. Dia tuh darahnya lemah banget.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Oke, siap.
You need to hurry up. Right. Order guide you.
Born. Born of ice and frost.
This one's well done. Roasted fried.
Oke, mati, siap. Udah nih guys ya. Oke, ada chest, jangan lupa diambil. Nah, nice, cakep. Saat ini situasi perang saudara Inazuma masih tidak jelas. Semakin lama perang berlanjut, maka posisi kami semakin diuntungkan. untuk memperdalam ketergantungan pasukan pemberontak terhadap delusion dan dan untuk menyulut api peperangan serta menguatkan tekad pemimpin dari kedua pihak untuk terus bertempur. Dengan ini kami meminta rekan-rekan untuk membantu pekerjaan Tuan Nathan, Letnan Angkatan Laut kelas 2 dalam tujuan memupuskan harapan pasukan memupuskan harapan pasukan Sangonomiya untuk memperoleh kemenangan yang cepat. Bila terjadi insiden apapun, harap segera bantu Tuan Nathan melarikan diri dan memusnahkan semua orang yang mungkin dapat membocorkan penyusupan kita ke pasukan mereka. Misi ini sangat penting untuk memastikan keamanan pasukan delusion kita. Tidak boleh ada kesalahan sedikit pun di misi ini. Jadi di dalam perang saudara ini, Sofatui itu mengambil keuntungan, guys. Yang gua tangkap ya. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tolong dikoreksi ya kalau misalnya saya salah. Mamang, ambil dulu. Oke. Oke, siap. Tidak. Oke. Untuk reload. Oke. So where we're gonna go? Oke. Sini ya guys ya. Oh, gua tahu nih. Gua salah nih kayaknya. Nah, ke sini dulu. Nah, cakep. Oh, sakit. Keluar loh. Nah, ambil jimat terus. Oke, raidenshogunnya kita heal dulu. Karena nih gue nggak ambil jin ya, karena nggak ada healnya sama sekali. Sebentar. Oke, ini dia. Oke, 3 seal sudah kumpul. 3 jimat nih maksudnya. Nah.
Intruder spotted.
Penyusup, sini lo.
Do not let them impede the work of the harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive.
Next on the agenda, there is no escape.
No escape.
You can't run. I see through you. Don't be a killjoy.
We're way behind schedule.
Just begun. Solidify.
Aduh, gua nge-lag. Sorry guys, saya konten yang nge-lag.
Don't be a killjoy.
Sayu. Oke.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
You shall perish. Aduh, salah langsung gue. Ya kan ada elektro juga. Tapi nggak apa-apa. At least kita bisa mukulin energy recharge ya.
This is long overdue.
I slipped up. Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Born to oblivion.
Fool, be gone!
Mana kau? Sini kau.
Illusion shattered.
No.
Crumble. Order guide you.
Order guide. Makan tuh.
Useless.
Mamam.
There is no escape.
Got you.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Out of my sight.
Lumayan lah, damage-nya 15.000. Sakit ya.
Illusion shattered.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Absurd.
Belongs to us.
Oke.
You actually managed to find this
Nah, ini
place.
dia. Sebentar ya.
Congratulations.
Oke, sip. Udah kerekam. Oke, kita lanjut. Sorry ya tadi sih. Tadi gua crash. Sorry.
Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead.
Kalian membagikan delusion kepada putri.
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders.
Oke.
I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. You've changed. You're getting weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Semakin tidak berguna kemampuan mereka, maka semakin keras mereka bertekad untuk melawan Semoga. Yeah, man. He's not a useless man.
Calm down! No!
Oh. Why? Oh, ini mungkin efek poison kali ya.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Yae. Alright. So, we're here. Jadi, gua nggak ngerti. Jadi, dekret perburuan Vision itu dilaksanakan oleh Fatui. Statement ini jadi membuat gue jadi bertanya-tanya ya guys ya. Oke, ini lagi loading, sebentar sabar. Duh, semoga please jangan crash. Tadi sempat crash ya guys ya, sorry
Repeat after
maaf.
me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
3, 2, yaemiko.
Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news.
Oh, thank you.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other shrine maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Sama Mon, gue juga Mon.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Bagaimana caramu menyelamatkanmu dari cengkeraman balladeer?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
Kalau aku bilang aku pakai jurus rahasia dari kuil Agung Narukami dan langsung membuat si balladeer itu bertekuk lutut minta ampun, apa kamu bakal percaya?
Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no?
Iya juga sih.
Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Terima kasih banyak, Yae-sama.
I didn't
Yoi.
mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
Bagaimana
You
kelanjutannya?
needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army.
Oke.
With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine.
Kalau saja ada waktu lebih, aku sungguh ingin lihat ekspresi kepahitan para Fatui yang sedang menderita.
Well, anyway,
Ngomong-ngomong,
that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
oke.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
Ternyata kamu menolongku karena ada udang di balik batu.
You've met her, right?
Kamu sudah ketemu dia kan? Maksudmu
I'm not
raidenshogun?
talking about the puppet.
Ya aku maksud
I
bukan
mean
boneka
her.
itu, tapi
You've met
dia.
her, yes?
Oh, yang aku maksud bukan boneka itu, tapi dia. Harusnya kamu sudah lihat boneka yang di ruang
Yes,
itu ya, betul.
the true raidenshogun who meditates endlessly in the plane of euthymia to preserve her being.
Betul, raidenshogun yang asli yang bermeditasi tanpa henti di plane of euthymia untuk mempertahankan jadi diri.
Her name is A.
Oh, namanya oke.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real
okay.
Raidenshogun is the one that the traveler met later?
Oh,
And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
aku juga sadar ada yang beda sedikit sih.
Because this is the
Karena
raidenshogun's
begitulah
eternity.
tragedinya raidenshogun.
Before pursuing the
Sebelum dapat-
eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself.
Oke.
Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet.
Tubuh ini pada akhirnya akan kembali menjadi debu. Karena itu dia gunakan boneka itu untuk menggantikan
And
tubuhnya.
since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
Oke. Roh pun tidak bisa luput dari erosi. Maka dari itu dia memasukkan rohnya ke dalam pedang agar dapat bermeditasi dan pegang dia.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword.
Jadi ruang yang terbuka dari sabetan pedangnya itu,
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence.
oh gitu.
She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity.
Oke. Dia mengurung diri di dalam di alam bawah sadarnya dan menyerahkan segala urusan di luar ke boneka yang sibuk menghalalkan segala cara untuk
This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
Zhongli juga pernah bahas
You
soal
mean
erosi.
Morax?
Wah, ini dia.
It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liu as Archon.
Nah, for
What a
your...
fascinating god he is.
Oke. Nah, ini teman-teman. For your info, Yae ini pernah... Ini kalau nggak salah temennya si Zhongli, kalau nggak salah. Dia tahu si Zhongli itu adalah Morax. Ya. Maksudmu Morax. Nah, ini kan di sini. Sudah lama aku tak berjumpa dengannya. Ternyata Archon Liu bisa juga membuat keputusan seperti itu. Dia memang menarik.
It seems like the raidenshogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Sepertinya jalan yang dipilih raidenshogun memang bisa jadi jalan keluar buat masalahnya Zhongli.
Perhaps. Or you could
Ini
take
menarik
the
ya,
view
guys, ya,
that she's
propositionnya.
acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think?
Ya, dia juga bisa terlihat seperti anak kecil mengemuk terus.
The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
Oh, aku masih belum paham kamu ingin aku berbuat apa. Dan pada akhirnya keabadian miliknya si raidenshogun ini hanya ditentukan oleh rasa takut. Rasa takut akan kehilangannya. Oh, jadi kenapa raidenshogun itu mengincar keabadian? Karena dia takut akan kehilangan segalanya ya. Oke. Ya, perlahan-perlahan gue cukup mengerti lah. Aku masih belum paham kamu ingin aku berbuat apa. Ya.
The truth is, we are on the same side.
What do you mean?
You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it.
Oh, okay.
The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
Okay.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree?
Yep.
Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short,
Singkatnya.
this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track.
Oke.
Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
Aku masih ada satu pertanyaan.
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing.
Oke.
That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Oke.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None.
Tidak ada. Oh,
No
gila
one
ya.
has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very
Okay.
key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child.
Bagus, nak.
You did
Kamu
not disappoint me after all.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program.
Oh.
Just for you.
Really?
Come along.
Thank you very much. Latihan anti Raiden Shogun.
What? Another bad one?
Okay, so where we gonna go?
Archon, whenever you are troubled.
Oke, berdoa pada Electro Archon. Oke, saya buka peta dulu. Oh, di sini ya. Sini aja lah. Kita teleport ya guys ya. Let's go. Oke. Jadi kita sudah mau dekat ya guys ya. 150 meter lah.
Useless.
Alright. Alright. Ini dia. Sip.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the raidenshogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Oke, kita akan latihan, guys. Latihan anti raidenshogun. Alright, we're gonna train. Ow, kena. Whoop. Nggak kena, oke. Ow. Susah banget ya guys ditebaknya ya. Oke, siap, nggak kena. Oke. Oke. Ow. Ih. Gila, susah banget. So fast, man.
Stabilize.
Kena, oke, gue gagal. Sip. Oke. Ow, kena. Ow, gila. Bodoh amat.
Careless.
24, 23, 22, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17.
Useless. Boring.
Oke. Woo! Hell yeah. Hah. Gila, susah banget. Kita ngomong langsung ke yaemiko ya.
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the raidenshogun?
Kok kamu bisa tahu sih?
You mean me?
Iya.
Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
Oh?
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Aku melihat.
In your dreams.
Fuck you.
More curious than my appearance is
Jangan,
the
itu bukan
fact that she and I
wujudku.
don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say?
Tapi fakta kalau aku dan dia sudah tidak lagi bertemu, bukankah begitu?
A nation to last for
Bangsa yang
all
lestari dan
eternity
abadi.
is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on.
Sejak dari titik tertentu, dia mulai menapaki jalan yang semakin sulit untuk kuikuti. Oke.
You know, A never said
Dia
goodbye
juga
to me
tidak.
before she stepped into the plane of euthymia.
Oke, juga tidak berpamitan denganku sebelum masuk ke plane of euthymia. Oke.
Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal.
Gitu. Mungkin dia hanya angan-anganku saja, tapi kurasa dia sengaja melakukan ini untuk menjaga persahabatan kami.
By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Kami sama nyatakan di waktu itu paling tidak seperti itu. Mungkin ada Shogun yang punya angan-angan.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Oke.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan.
Yeah,
Could you
yeah.
possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for anti-raidenshogun training phase 2.
What do you mean?
There's a part 2?
Yeah, man. Oh shit, man. Oh man. Let's go, man. Apaan tuh kode selam anjing?
Shine down!
Apa kamu? Apa kamu? Oh, aing mau.
Fix this.
Apaan tuh? Dah, lagi.
Stabilize. This is order.
Is order, Booger.
Born of ice and frost.
Mati kau anak jahat. Bagi nih.
Stabilize.
This is long overdue.
This is long overdue.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Guys, kalau gua nge-lag mohon maaf ya. Berhasil. You did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
Well, thank you.
So, do you
Miss.
think we're ready to beat the Raidenshogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Mereka bukan tentara dari Shogun.
You're absolutely
Tepat.
right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
Beating tak ada harapan sama
You
sekali.
don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary,
Justru,
it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more
mereka jadi
precious.
semakin kuat dan berharga.
In short,
Singkatnya,
if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
jadi apa rencanamu sebenarnya?
Goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oke.
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Oh man. Let's go. Okay.
Okay,
Terima kasih.
we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time.
Oke.
Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
Penerbitan dekret perburuan vision jelas menunjukkan kalau ada dalang yang memanfaatkan boneka shogun yang hanya fokus pada satu tujuan, mengejar keabadian.
Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on.
Oke.
Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Oke.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Tenryou Commission bekerja sama.
Yes,
Ya, sudah
it's all
jelas.
too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed.
Bener kan?
Thus,
Yang
the
keroknya
current
tuh Fatui
situation is that
sebenarnya.
our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has
Si
the
dalam
two
Fatui.
rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the raidenshogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma.
Oke.
So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Jadi rencanaku adalah menghasut aksi pemberontakan di Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission.
Oke. Maksudku adalah aku mau buat seseorang mengkhianati Tenryou
If we
Commission.
manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the raidenshogun.
Kalau kita bisa meyakinkan dia, aku yakin kita dapat membawamu ke hadapan raidenshogun sekali lagi. Jadi siapa
I'll
dia?
give you a clue.
Aku berikan sedikit
She's
petunjuk.
currently in charge of the shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Oh, hello there, miss.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest.
Oh, shut up, man.
Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujousara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the shogun,
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
Ah, ini dia.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Ayo, kita mau buat si Kujousara ini berkhianat ya.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujousara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the shogun.
Even though she will
Bahkan
one
jika suatu
day
hari dia,
seize your vision too.
bahkan jika suatu hari dia juga merampas harta. Ah, ayo lo.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Aduh.
It's tragic.
Sayang sekali.
Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance.
Ah,
Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
nah.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees.
Mamam tuh.
And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I like this, man.
Guji Yai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence.
Oh man.
As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
Oh.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
Mantap nih. Wah, gue demen nih yang begini-begini nih. Hebat tuh si Yaemiko ini nih.
Paimon wasn't expecting to run
Jago
into
dia.
kujousara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go? Or...
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Oh, tentu saja tidak. Aku tidak punya buktinya. Aku bilang begitu karena tadi aku tidak berhasil meyakinkan Sarah.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Saat berhadapan dengan dewa, kita tidak mungkin bisa menang.
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Oh, who is that? So, okay. Oke, sini aja lah ya. Kita teleport langsung, guys. Oke, ya. Intinya adalah tadi si Yaemiko itu dia pengen membuat si kujousara tuh berkhianat ya. Dibilang katanya ketua klannya itu mengkhianati shogunate gitu katanya ya. Oke, cari penolong yang dikatakan oleh Yaemiko. Oh, I know who it is. Sayu. Halo Sayu.
That toy tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
Oh, why?
Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide
Gila
ninja.
ya. Loli tapi ninja gitu.
Oh, wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shiumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato.
Okay.
Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities.
Oh.
Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Aku tidak tahu apa yang harus ku cari.
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information.
Okay, sip.
For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
Yashiro Commission.
Now you're following me?
Okay.
The shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Oke, siap. Oke guys, kita cari yuk. Oke, ya, kayaknya sebentar ya, gue cek OBS dulu ya. Oke, waktunya masih 38 menit ya, oke lah ya. Kita lanjutkan saja. Sip. At least kita waktunya panjang dikit lah ya, 47 menit lah gitu lah. Atau 47 atau lewat 45 menit ke atas boleh lah. Oke, kita masuk ke Komoti. Apa? Komo apa gitu, gue lupa lah. Oke, ya. Jadi kita akan mencari informasi untuk bahwa Tenryou Commission itu berkhianat kepada raidenshogun ya. Tapi si Sarah bilang tidak mungkin. Katanya enggak mungkin lah. Tenryou Commission itu kan.
Thoma, you there? It's us. We're back.
Ya, ini gue pas sendiri ya. Nggak mungkin lah, si kujousara bilang kan, katanya nggak mungkin lah, Tenryou Commission itu dan kujo, ya pokoknya segala kujo atau Tenryou Commission itu kan semua sangat loyal kepada Almighty Shogun, katanya gitu kan. Tetapi ternyata enggak ya kan, padahal dia mereka sekongkol dengan Fatui. Thoma, apa kabar Thoma?
What brings you here?
Ada apa di kesini?
Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
Who's that? Kamu memberitahu Ayaka dan Thoma tentang situasi saat ini. Jadi sih.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Kalau mau menarik perhatian sih, rasanya tempo hari juga pernah.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
Oh iya.
That's a very Thoma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Okay.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
Rasanya belum terlalu lama juga.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Thoma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner Thoma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
Oh man, please stop it, okay?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded.
Okay.
Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find yoimiya.
Alright, sir, let's go. Oh, orang Jepang duduknya begitu ya. Biar enak ya. Oke. Boleh. Kreatif. Gue baru tahu guys, sumpah. Serius. Baru tahu gue. Alright. Nah, di sini ya nanti ya. Pergi dan minta bantuan yoimiya. Siap. Halo yoimiya. Sudah lama tidak bertemu.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. May as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, yoimiya.
Oke, thank you yoimiya. Gila, langsung dikasih dong.
We got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Jam 00 sampai jam 5. Oke, siap. Salah pencet. Waktu. Oke, kita 1:05 lah ya. Oke. Gila. Sorry ya guys ya kalau panjang-panjang ya, tapi nggak apa-apa lah, kita maraton juga lah ya story-nya tentang Inazuma ini. Kembang api super besar. Oke. Nah, kesini nih. Jadi kita akan masang kembang api. Kita akan masang kembang api dekat markas Tenryou Commission gitu kan. Alright man, let's go. Jadi selama ini gue udah ngerti ya. Jadi selama ini yang kita ketemuan raidenshogun yang di alam bawah sadarnya itu, alias maksud gue domainnya itu, kalau gue bilang sih domainnya ya, yang kita ketemuan di domainnya itu ternyata itu adalah si A itu adalah raidenshogun yang sebenarnya gitu. Jadi yang kita ketemuan di dunia kita sekarang ini itu bukan raidenshogun yang asli, lebih.
Stop! I have.
Oh shit. Kita ketahuan dong. Sini caranya. Pokoknya kita tidak boleh sampai ketahuan. Nah, di sini nih guys.
Pretty much how I thought.
Sudah kuduga.
There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
Kita harus percaya pada yoimiya.
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay?
Roger that, miss.
Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Oh, don't worry about me. Don't worry about us.
Is this really a good idea? Anyway, Let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Siap. Nyalakan kembang api. Mana ya caranya ya? Oh, run, boy!
Stop! I have.
Yikes!
Oh shit. So,
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off.
oh gila nih, ngeri
Oh,
sedap sih.
Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Oke, kita ke commodity house ya. Manjat! Bodoh amat. Oh, penjaganya lagi di commodity house tuh. Oke.
A reward on the road.
Oke, kita masuk guys. Gila susah banget ya. Udah bonus gua nge-lag lagi. Oke. Kembang api meriah dan megah. Kamisato.
Well, how did it go?
Setelah kembang apinya nyala, kami langsung kabur.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
Setelah beberapa saat, jangan-jangan saya ditangkap lagi.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
Gila,
Here
hebat
you
ya.
go. I'm going to sleep now.
Thank you, Sayu.
My
Gila,
lady,
jago.
what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui.
Oh shit.
It seems that Gujiai was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes.
Oh.
This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiai. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Aku juga akan mengumpulkan orang untuk memancing para Fatui yang tersisa keluar dari bersembunyi.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaemiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Ayo kita cabut. Kita buktikan. Ya. Kita kasih buktinya ke Yaemiko. Ternyata bener ada ya kan? Bukti-buktinya. Mana? Ini dia. Makan nih. Kita lihat ya guys ya ekspresinya si Kujousara ya. Kita liatin aja nih gimana dia kan setelah kita punya buktinya gitu kan. Ternyata sudah saya duga dalang dari semua perang ini adalah Fatui. Emang ya, Sesnaya itu, gue nggak bisa bilang Sesnaya itu menyebabkan masalah sih, enggak, lebih tepatnya ke Fatuinya. Mungkin di Sesnaya itu
Lady
juga.
Guji, here I am,
Okay.
as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
Oke.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here!
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this?
Dokumen resmi Tenryou Commission. Cahaya petir menyelimuti seluruh Inazuma dan menampilkan jalur abadi milik Narukami Ogosho. Yang Maha Kuasa Kelautan yang Jauh menyebarkan namanya ke seluruh penjuru. Pelayan setia Anda, Kujo Takayuki dari Tenryou Commission dengan penuh hormat menyerahkan memorandum ini. Dekret perburuan Vision berlangsung tanpa halangan. Wahai Ogosho yang Maha Kuasa, semoga dengan kekuatanmu semua kekayaan akan hilang. Orang yang kabur akan kembali dan semua pendudukmu menerima inspeksi dengan lapang dada. Bahkan di dalam hati mereka, seluruh Inazuma bisa damai berkat kekuatan ilahimu yang mulia.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery.
Kulihat dokumen ini punya segel resmi dari kepala klan Kujo dan tidak palsu.
I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
Tentu saja demi kelancaran pelaksanaan dekret perburuan Vision. Kalau hal-hal yang kamu sebut tadi ada di laporan, nanti Shogun bisa saja mempertimbangkan ulang dekretnya kan?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes.
Betul.
Now,
Coba kamu pikir lagi.
who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
Aku juga masih punya surat rahasia ini.
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Ini dia.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujousara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway.
Sekarang tentara shogunate tidak punya pemimpin. Kalau kita ikuti dia, siapa tahu kita bisa bertemu lagi.
Yep. Let's catch up with her.
Ayo.
Hold on, traveler.
Oh.
There's something else we need to discuss.
Oh. What is this?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Yep.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day.
Okay.
If you can get the raidenshogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
Aku akan lakukan yang terbaik.
Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
Akan ku simpan baik-baik. Thank you, Yae.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Atau kalau kamu terpikirkan akan aku sepanjang perjalananmu, kamu boleh berkeluarkan omamori itu. Siapa tahu aku bakal tiba puncak-puncak di depan
Cut it
juga.
out, Fox Lady.
No,
This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
Hehe.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
Oke, siap. Wah, apakah nanti klan Kujo akan kacau balau? Dan apakah kujousara akan masuk ke dalam tim kita? Kita nggak akan tahu ya guys ya. Wah, ini menarik nih. Ini menarik banget sih, serius deh. Oke. Ikuti kujousara ke markas Tenryou Commission. Sarah.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear? Good.
Oke. Oke. Kita kasih tahu ya kan, ikuti kujousara Kamarakas dan juga Mission. Ayolah bre, kita masuk bre, kita libas semuanya ya. Emang ini dalangnya Fatui sebenarnya. Brekele emang.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Torn to oblivion!
I must withdraw. Who goes there? Soldiers! Quick!
No touching.
Order guide you. Brace yourself. Solidify. Step.
There is no escape. No turning back. Now you shall perish.
I'll spare nothing. Allow me to strike first. Stabilize. Don't hold back.
Flash.
Crumble. This is order. Soldiers, quick!
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down. Illusion shattered. Foreign.
Show me what you've got.
Storm the front.
Get them. Order guide you.
Now you shall perish.
Wah, ini menegangkan sih situasinya.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld.
Gitu. Cukup dengan membantu penerapan dan pelaksanaan dekret perburuan Vision, aku akan mendapat keuntungan yang dijanjikan oleh diplomat.
For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, But the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raidenshogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Kamu terlalu mengagungkan kekuatan Raidenshogun. Yeah.
He doesn't worship the Raidenshogun herself, but her power as a warrior. Especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that. As
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
Percuma berdebat dengan orang semacam. Coba kita tunggu.
I've doubted the vision hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora?
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
Dan kita juga masih punya urusan yang harus diselesaikan dengan Signora.
You can say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
Oke. Ya. Sepertinya ini menjadi semakin menegangkan ya guys ya. Gila. Wow, ini menarik sih, sumpah. Tenshukaku. Coba, Tenshukaku di mana sih? Oke, di markas langsung ya. Dan oke, sepertinya sudah videonya tuh udah terlalu panjang ya. Sebentar, gue cek OBS dulu ya. Dan ya, oke, sudah 1 jam lebih. Oke, ya guys, gue akan akhiri video ini. Dan di part selanjutnya kita akan langsung ke Tenshukaku ya. Dan kita akan melawan La Signora langsung. Dan apakah part berikutnya akan menjadi part yang terakhir, kita belum tahu ya guys ya. Dan ya, ternyata semuanya sudah jelas bahwa dekret perburuan Vision itu bukan keputusan dari raidenshogun, tetapi dari klan Kujo alias Tenryo Commission yang mengusulkan dekret perburuan Vision dan juga serta bantuan dari Fatui. Well, ini semua sudah terlihat jelas ya. Apakah nanti kujousara akan masuk ke dalam tim kita, tim pemberontakan, kita akan tahu ya guys ya. Alright, ini aja sih untuk video kali ini. Dan sorry banget kalau misalnya tadi ada crash ya guys ya. Dan nanti gue akan edit deh. Gue akan edit dan gue akan masukin ke teks-teks di dalam video ini ya guys ya. Dan oke aja sih untuk video kali ini. Dan thank you so much yang udah nonton video ini. Kalau kalian suka dengan video gue, silahkan like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Dan jangan lupa nyalakan notifikasinya agar kalian bisa terus update mendapat video terbaru dari channel gue sendiri, yaitu adalah MNS Indonesia. So, see you next time and goodbye. Dadah ya. Oke, ditunggu ya part berikutnya ya. Thank you.